Hello, beautiful being. I'm Trini, and welcome to this reading. I'm spraying some Florida water or some agua florida. I'm going to share that with you. This is to raise our vibration and clear away any connections or attachments that aren't right, that aren't adding to your life and benefiting you. Any thoughts that are particularly heavy, any emotions that feel stagnant and that just seem to get you in a mode where you feel stuck. We're just letting go of that. Okay? That is the energy of Lilith. And Lilith is so beautiful because she comes to me and just lets me know that, hey, it's time to make this video together. Whether it's on my ASMR channel or on my tarot channel. I know that a lot of you have come to this channel because of, you know what? I feel like it was cricket. Is that better? But I know that a lot of you found this channel because of my Lilith sound bath, Kundalini sound bath healing video. And I just want to say that I get it. Like, I get Lilith's energy. I get loving it. I get that feeling that you have when you know that she's near you and she's helping you to break free from whatever it is that has held you down. This is the statue that I have right here. Oh, and I want to let you know, if this is something that you do, if you have statues around you in your space, this is a wonderful thing to do, is take a little mirror. This one, I need to clean it. But you can take a mirror and put the statue on top of the mirror, and that helps to really reflect and radiate that deity's energy to you and throughout your home. Okay, so I do have Lilith here, and I love to connect with her. She brings independence. She brings confidence. She brings power over fear. And so if there's something that you have been fearing, I want you to know that you have power over anything and everything that comes to you and attempts to keep you stuck on your path. You have power over it. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put up the screen for you to see, or the image for you to select your reading. Okay, just know that each and every one of these readings is channeled with the energy of Lilith. And there is darkness in these readings, but I want you to know that our darkness is just a representation of our subconscious mind. And as you get to know your subconscious mind and your fears and your anxieties and your worries, you have such a brighter future ahead of you. Okay, so the more work that you do to face your darkness and to no longer fear your darkness, the greater your path will be, the more enjoyable your path will be. Okay, when I put up the screen, take a few deep breaths and just let whatever image or object in the image comes to you, let whatever comes to you naturally, just let it. Okay, and if you need to pause it, that's fine, no worries, but just don't overthink it, and know that the right message is going to come through for you. Okay, all right, beautiful being. And I want to say that in this reading, I'm going to have to call you not only a beautiful being, but a beautiful badass being, because anybody who connects with Lilith, anybody who looks at themselves and identifies those areas where freedom is needed, that's badass, okay? So you are a beautiful badass being. All right, and go ahead and take a moment to select whatever reading you feel drawn to, and then I will see what you're reading. Group 1. All right, let's go ahead and take a look and see what messages are coming through for you from Lilith. Ashe Lilith. Angel of space clearing. It is time to clear old negative thoughts and feelings. So there are some thoughts that have been coming to your mind that are bringing down your vibration. It's slowing you down. It's made you feel stagnated, like you're stuck in the mud. It's time for you to feel something new. Angel of emergence. It is time for the real you to emerge. Oh, I love this one. I love this one. It's time for the real you. Unedited, just who you are when you wake up in the morning. You know, like that raw you. It's time for the you that you are with 24/7, all day, every day. It's time for you to be proud of that you. All right. You got find the lesson and changed in the night. You have changed very quickly. You have spiritual gifts that have led you to a place of learning where you're learning at a very rapid pace. All the pain that's come to you, all the traumatic situations that you've experienced, it's all taken you to a place of growth, of depth, of really deep understanding of who you are and of humanity. You have this beautiful gift where you're able to see through people. You see the real them. And this is something that not a lot of people are able to do. And people who are able to do it oftentimes won't take the time to do it. But you are motivated by something so deep within you. It's your Christ energy. It's your Christ consciousness. It is awakened inside you. That's what I love about Lilith. She gets down with anybody who's for your freedom. So if there's any energy or entity that is going to help you feel free and embrace the true you, Lilith is down with that. So that's the power that she's bringing you, is the power to know who you are and to be yourself in every situation, on every occasion. And just be like, and you don't like it? Oh, well, that's okay. Your other card was from that deck was find the lesson. Discover the purpose in a situation. Trust that you are learning. See, that's what I was saying. Like, you've gone to a place already of such deep learning, and you're understanding life. You're getting it. And you're going to use that awareness to share good energy with other people and to inspire them to stay on their path. I want to see what Lilith is saying to surrender. Already, that's right there. Your fear of intimacy. There's something that you're, with good reason, you're looking at, like, you're giving this some side eye. You're like, what is this? Who are you? Are you worthy? You're asking this person, are you worthy of my energy? And Divine is saying that you have every right to ask this question. There's no shame in that. Ask the question, because asking those questions is what will open you up to true intimacy and connection. This is something that's so much deeper than an attachment, where a person just hangs on to you because they want something from you. This is deeper than that. This is a connection. And so, you know, when something really great is in front of you, there's always a challenge, right? And Divine is saying that your hesitancy in moving forward with this connection is understandable completely. But you're being asked to trust. Intimacy. There's this song, I'm Scared. She says, I'm scared. And I love this song. I'll try to link it or put the name of it or something in the description, because I love this song. It's like, it presents such a realness of the fear that's involved in giving your true self to someone and allowing them to tap into that. It can feel so unnerving. I know. All right, what else are you being asked to surrender or surrender to? Surrender the idea that you can fix someone. And what's coming to me is surrender the idea that you need to fix yourself. Like, let go of that. Make sure you can see that. There you go. You don't need to fix you. You're who you are. And you're amazing and you're beautiful. And anyone who can't see that, bump that. Who cares? So she's guiding me to tap into this Uncover Love Oracle. I think that's the name of it. Yep. Yeah. Uncover Love. All right, let's see what messages are coming through. Blocked from love. What's blocking you? Ooh, divinely guided. Game of conquest. I see insecurity playing out here. And we're all insecure, okay? I just want to keep it real. There's something that everyone doubts about themselves, whether from an intellectual perspective or a physical perspective or an emotional perspective. You know, there's always something that we doubt about ourselves. And the reason for that is that we always need some inspiration to heal, because that's what keeps us going. So you're inspired from within. You're inspired from a deeper space. Some people don't get it. They don't get it. You might feel like people don't get you. That's okay. They don't have to. You just have to get you. And you're on that path. But there's some goodness and love that you're blocked from. And I feel like this is because of fear. You don't want to, you don't want to hurt anymore. Divine wants you to know that you're divinely guided. Okay. You're divinely guided. Your angels are watching over you at this time. And always, but especially now. There's a game of conquest that has been going on. This is a dynamic in a relationship in your life. I feel like this is romantic. And there was a really rocky start, but you have given it a go. You've really been giving it your all, because you wanted to do it how you saw it as the right way. But you're finding out that the right way to have a relationship is not necessarily your way. There's a different way for you to go about this romantic partnership that's available to you, or that you're experiencing at this time, or that you've recently experienced. You have to think of it from a different perspective. It can still be rewarding and it can still be really wonderful, but you have to open up to the possibility of it looking different from how you initially saw it. This rocky start is letting you know that the way this relationship started, it can't continue that way. There has to be some major changes. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over, right? So you got to switch it up. You got to do something different. You got to think of it from a different perspective. And I'm going back to this. My eyes just went to this. Surrender the idea that you can fix someone. You don't have to change yourself. Like, I think that you're telling yourself that you need to be different. That's not it. That ain't it. That ain't it. You don't need to be different. You need to be you. You need to be exactly who you are. Just think of it from a different perspective. Like, if you are a very emotional being, switch it up. Get in touch and in tune with your air. That's why Lilith is coming through. Light some incense, you know, bring some balance to your emotional well-being. This is really important right now. I'm going to link, I'm doing this so I remember when I'm editing. I'm going to link an ASMR video I just created for balance during the full moon. If you can balance your energies during the full moon, you can balance your energies anytime. So I'm going to link that, because emotional balance and well-being is so important right now. But Spirit is saying to look at something differently. Memories, nostalgia is playing into this situation. It's having an impact. Memories, like they're daydreaming of how they remember it to be. The person that you're with has realized that they're doing something really wrong, but they're kind of tired of doing the work that's necessary to continue to evolve. And so they're looking back like, damn, I remember when like they were putting up with me, or when this was okay for me to do, you know, because I'm getting that there's a strong energy of air, of wind, of Lilith's. Viento. I'm hearing it in Spanish. Viento. her winds. Her air. Su aire. Her air coming through and saying, nope, 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 nope. That will no longer do. That will no longer do. That's no longer okay. We're not putting up with that. Nope, nope, nope. You know? And this person is not used to that. They're not used to boundaries. So they're like, what the? Separation, longing. Yeah. Like there's a desire to be with someone that you knew before. I feel like this is your energy. You're looking at another connection and you're saying, maybe that wasn't so bad. You might be comparing past loves, past lovers, your exes, comparing them and seeing like, the reason why this is coming to you though, this nostalgic energy, these memories, is because you're healing. And so it's like divine is saying it's time to address the pain of all these previous situations. So the message here is, don't open up your energy to an ex just because they're coming to your mind. This is an invitation from spirit to heal something that you experienced with that partner or that person. But it's not time to open that gate that was closed. No. Don't go back to past loves at this time. It's not time yet. It's time for you to focus on you. There's someone who's, yeah, I feel like you're regretting something. There's a deep sense of regret that you feel regarding your choice of a partner. What's the guidance that's coming through from Spirit? Divine Lilith, speak to me. What should this beautiful being know? Okay, Divine is saying that it's time to just take a break. Because you've got Two of Swords where there's confusion and indecision. And the Hanged Man. It's time for a pause. Okay. It's time to bring everything to a halt. And Ace of Wands. Move forward with your passion. What is it that lights you up? What is it that ignites you? Move forward with that. Because this is the energy that's available to you right now in abundance. So, to get your eyes on something else, like if you're focusing your energy on love and it just feels like you're beating your head against a brick wall, stop doing it. You know, switch your energy, okay? Shift to another route. Think of things from a different perspective. If there's a sense of regret, then what Divine is calling for from you is a sense of self-acceptance. Of, you know what, I made my choices and I've learned from it. This is what I've learned from it. And let yourself go back to those situations, as long as it's not too traumatic, you know. There are people who can assist you in your healing of past traumas. There are therapists, there are readers, there are friends, okay? So if you need that support, please seek it, okay? But you're able to heal those past traumas, and your experience becomes wisdom. And that's something that you can share with someone through your creative energies. With that Ace of Wands, I see you moving forward with a creative path. Let me pull for, this is for your finances, your creative abundance. What does this beautiful being need to know? Strength. Strength is what's necessary, okay? You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be stronger. I think she says wiser, but you know, you gotta be strong. You gotta be. I forgot that song or who sings it, but you gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. So Divine is saying to connect with your wisdom. Let your wisdom integrate itself within your being. It's one thing to look at the outer world and acknowledge things, but it's another thing to take in that wisdom and allow it to become a part of you. So those really tough lessons that you've been learning recently in your interactions with other people, know that it's worth it. It's worth it. Because you're wiser. You're stronger. You're bolder. Ashe. Yes, Lilith. Don't let the insecurities and anxieties get to you. This energy of Nine of Swords is always an option. It's always there. But you don't have to entertain it. If only she would allow those light bulbs to just dissipate, to vanish into thin air, and lay her head on that pillow and go to sleep, she would be okay. But there's always a temptation to worry. So don't allow this energy to take over you. Ace of Think. It's about clarity. It's about seeing a new path, a new way, a new idea, a new perspective. And that's what's coming through for your love life. Think of things from a different perspective, and you're going to feel very much at peace, because you don't have to be afraid. You don't have to feel insecure. You don't have to feel afraid. You can rest assured that the way for you forward is clear. It's very clear. Ashe. Alright, I hope that this message brought you the clarity and the reassurance that you need right now to trust yourself, to trust your intuition, and to know that you are on your correct path. And everything that's happening right now is destined. And that when you're aligned and relaxed and confident, that all the abundance that you deserve comes to you so much easier. So open up to that. Know that you're worth it. Know that you're worth abundance and peace of mind. And I wish you peace, joy, and many blessings. Take care. Hello, group 2. All right, let's go ahead and begin and see what message is coming through for you. I'm drawn to this deck, the power to surrender. So what's coming through now is what you'll benefit from letting go of, surrendering, or surrendering to. Surrender fear. Let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment, focus on solutions, and celebrate every baby step forward. Every baby step. Baby steps are beautiful. You're making progress. Divine is saying that you're not seeing your beauty. You are admired by a lot of people, but you don't see that, you don't feel that. And the reason why you don't see it is because instead of seeing the celebration of you, you tend to view life from a perspective of seeing the criticism of you or what you think is a negative trait, but it's not. It's what makes you you. There are some things about yourself that are very different from what you have seen in other people. And so you've questioned yourself. This could be regarding a path that you feel very drawn to spiritually. This could be what you just love to do, a passion of yours. But there's, and for some of you, this isn't how you come across to people. It's how you communicate. It's you communicate in a way that's different. And it's unique. And it's beautiful. And it's wonderful. But you don't see it that way. You have seen it where it's like there's automatically this fear of, well, how will they perceive me? What will they think of me? You've let fear lead you in your decisions. Some of your decisions in life. And there may be some regret that you're feeling about the decisions that you've made, about a particular career path or a love relationship. For some of you, this love relationship is regarding a child. You regret the way, for some of you, this is that you're regretting the way in which you determined that you would procreate. So that's the timing of when you decided to have a child. Some of you are regretting that. Some of you are regretting the person you chose to have a child with. But this is what's really beautiful. Divine says, surrender your need to always be right. Divine is saying, the lessons that you've learned from this experience are worth it. Just trust that. Trust that it's worth it to do things the way that you did them. Surrender stubbornness. I feel like you're set in a particular view of your life. And not really shifted your way of thinking, your perception of the choices that you've made. And so that's leading to regret. But divine is saying that you can see things from a different perspective. You can release stubbornness. If you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and with yourself. And with yourself is key here. That's the key. You want to be gentle with yourself at this time. A moment's regret. Yeah, this regret keeps coming through, this nostalgia. Idealizing the past. Fearing that you've made a mistake. You didn't make a mistake. You did the best that you knew to do at the time. And you did the best that you were equipped to do at the time. For some of you, this is regarding a trip that you took with someone or a journey that you set out on with someone. You're like, I wish I hadn't even done it. But you feel like you had no choice. You feel like, you know, and this is what's coming through from Spirit, Ashe Lilith, is that you did the very best that you knew to do at the time. And in many ways, energetically, your back was against the wall. You were dealing with so much. And so you have to let up on your judgment of your previous self, of your former self. You have to let go of that. You have to go easy on yourself and just say, I did the best I knew to do. That's what's up. Point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? Painting the roses red, covering up errors. So regret can lead to this state of mind that's like, maybe there's some sense of denial. You don't want to believe that you made a certain choice, but you did. But there's no shame in that. The key is in removing the shame that you feel. Because you deserve to feel proud of yourself. Such a curious dream, grounding, returning to reality, coming home. You're coming home to yourself. You've always known who you were, but you're coming back with a bang, they're saying. With a bang. Ashe Lilith. You're coming back and you're returning to something that you love and that's very precious to you. And that's very inspirational in your healing endeavors and your journey, okay? I wonder what will happen next. Divine is saying stop asking. Just do. Just be. Don't worry about what's going to happen next. There's a preoccupation right now with what's going to happen. And Divine is saying, you know, that really does, that worry, that what's going to happen, how's it going to play out, all of that impacts your physical glow and your auric glow. It weighs on you. Don't worry about what's happening next. Don't worry at all. Just enjoy what's right here in front of you. The breath that you're able to take. The movement, the motion that you're able to make with your body. There's nothing about your life that should be taken for granted because you're so blessed. And Divine wants to remind you of that. And Divine wants to remind you that you don't have to worry about what's next. And as they say that, they're also saying to go into this Uncover Love Oracle and see what's coming through for you with love. The score. Who's playing who? Somebody here is looking to score, but only play if you are willing to lose the game. So I see a struggle of power. This is about a power struggle. And you feel like it's going downhill. You feel like you're losing your grip. Your grip on how this situation goes, how this relationship, this love plays out. You feel like you're losing power. On and off again. I see like this coming and going, coming and going, coming and going. This, let's be together. Let's not. Let's be together. Let's not. I see a lot of that. But what's behind this off and on is fear and also stubbornness. There's somebody in this partnership that's very stubborn. I don't feel like they've been challenged in their empathy, their emotional well-being and growth. They haven't been challenged with that. So it's like they feel like they got to get their sea legs. You know what I'm saying? They got I feel like this person that you're involved with does not understand emotion. And it feels like something completely different to them. They don't get it. They don't think about things from the same perspective as you. You consider things from, oh, how will this make this person feel? How will, what's the feeling behind this? What is it? But they think about everything, or try to, from a very logical perspective. But they need balance. And so they're getting their sea legs. They're trying to understand this emotional language and this emotional connection. And then it's going to be smooth sailing. Your water energies are aligning. It's going to be smooth sailing. You might not believe that right now, but it is. Let me put my music back on. Okay. I finally got it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's going to be smooth sailing, but there was a rocky start. Yeah, there's a lot of learning that's happening here. This is not love 101. This is like love 300, 400, 500. This is, yes, karmic lessons being learned. This is personal evolution, spiritual awakening. All of this is happening for you at this time, and for your lover, for your person. It's so much that's happening. Divine is saying you got to be patient with this, because it's a lot. What does this beautiful being need to know? Okay, so you've got Eight of Pentacles, that's dedication, and Eight of Swords. Somebody is really worried about their level of dedication. This could be you, this could be your person, but someone feels like they're giving too much and they're not getting enough back. There's like an imbalance. There's an imbalance of, oh, I just realized my mic was like that. I'm sorry. Yeah, there's an imbalance of energy here. Somebody feels like they're giving up way too much energy. They don't feel secure. Someone in this connection is not making the other person feel secure. Here's the thing though, I can see that there is security, but this person does not know how to make you feel secure. They don't know how to do that. They don't know how to do that, but they want to. They want to make you feel secure. I feel like this is, it could be, the roles could be reversed, right? But I feel like there's someone who wants you to feel secure in you all's relationship, but they don't, like, their natural actions don't translate into a feeling of security for you. Their natural ways translate into anger, judgment, and insecurity for you. That's the impact that their actions have on you, but they're not trying to do that. Two of Swords and the Devil. This is like insecurity and indecision that leads to more bad decisions. That's a thing, you know, where you just start feeling a little bit off balance and you're wondering like, what is going on? And then before you know it, you all up into some mess, you know, because you're trying to fix some mess with some mess. And that's what doesn't work. You know, can we just go ahead and say that does not work? As humans, we don't know it all, but we do know that fixing mess with another mess does not work. We can't do that. What is the answer, Divine? What is the answer? What's the key? The Magician. You have the power to make this situation better. You have the power here. Like, you have so much energy inside you that you can use toward your benefit. But you might not be seeing it right now. Divine is saying to close your eyes. Lilith is saying to go into the darkness, because that's where the answers lie, is in the darkness. Close your eyes and visualize what you want your life to look like. Visualize what's right for you. And you're going to have the answers. The answers are going to come to you. You just have to get quiet and take the time to see them. Ooh. Seven of Cups. This is about illusion. Yes, that's why Divine is saying to get quiet and to close your eyes, because there's this this sense of being overwhelmed with choices. Divine is saying there's really only one way, which is the way that works for you, and that's being revealed to you. Just close your eyes. You have a very special gift of seeing through the darkness. So Divine is saying that where other people see that there's no hope in a particular situation or circumstance, that's where your gift comes in. And you see that there is hope, there is potential, and you are very good at creating miracles with just a little bit of a possibility, just a spark. That's your gift, to go from a spark to a miracle. Don't ever forget that. Okay, that is your gift, to go from a spark to a miracle. Where other people say, it's hopeless, nope, this can't work, you see potential and possibility, and that excites you. It's time for you to reconnect with your mind's eye, with your third eye. Take time to just get quiet, close your eyes, and visualize what you want and what you know is right for you. It's time for that. Miracles will happen because of doing that, okay? All right. I wish you peace, joy, and many blessings. Take care. Hello, group 3. Let's go ahead and get into it and see what message is coming through for you from Lilith, Goddess of the Earth. An idea connected to imagination Creativity and nature is coming your way. I see sparks. Passion ignited. Passion ignited is the key here. Passion ignited. You're you have significant earth energy. That's a possibility, okay, in your natal chart. Significant earth energy in your natal chart. And your earth power, your earth energy really wants to be nurtured at this time. So connect with Mother Earth. Okay, this is going to give you strength. Goddess of strength is coming to you, and Lilith is so strong. She's strong. Yes. Stand up for what you believe. You will gain respect by holding your ground. There's something that you're not supposed to back down from. You may have been contemplating, like, am I right? Am I wrong? You're right. You're right. And your point of view is necessary and is valuable. And divine is saying to stand by your word. That song is coming to mind. Stand by your man. Divine is saying to stand by your word. What it is that you have spoken about yourself, about your life, stand by it. It's coming to pass. Miracles are happening for you. You just have to remember that and trust that. All right, they're saying to move on to this deck. What messages for this beautiful being? Growing up, wanting to grow and experience rejection of perpetual youth. There's somebody that you're involved with that is stuck in the same lesson over and over and over again. And I feel like this has been almost nauseating for you, because you're like, how many times does this person have to make the same mistake over and over and over again? You're kind of over it. You're like, I'm good. Because you see the light. They don't yet. They're figuring it out. Divine is saying that your emotional makeup is very different between you and this person. You're two totally different beings. And so they are sort of playing catch up emotionally. They're not as insightful as you are. They're not as empathetic as you are. They are just figuring things out. They're kind of getting their sea legs, you know, they're getting their sea legs, figuring it all out about this emotion thing, this empathy thing. So patience is required, but they're growing up. They're growing up spiritually, and they're figuring out a lot of things that you already know. So just be patient. Be patient. All right, I'm going to pull from the Yin Yang Oracle. This is by Lilith Designs. That's why I wanted these for this reading. It's because the deck naturally has Lilith's energy. Okay. So there's some very cold energy here. And it's an energy of detachment. It's about letting go. It's about creating space between you and another being. But it feels cold to you. It feels necessary to you. You see the benefit that comes from it, or that could potentially come from it. But it also feels abnormal to you. And that's because it is. The frequency of connection between beings is very natural. The frequency of separation is not. That tends to create anxiety, worry, fear, loneliness, isolation. So there's a lot of fear here over what will happen over time during a relationship, a connection, an attachment. It's a combination of both. This relationship is a combination of both attachments, which are sort of like the seed of our ego, or the spawn of our ego. Attachments. These ties that we create with other people that come from a place of insecurity, of fear, of pain. And then there are connections. So connections are ties that we draw to people or other beings that support us on our path of growth. You have both with this person, which is what makes it feel so, I know that feeling. It feels cold, but it feels hot. It feels good, but it feels bad. I know, I get it. I've been there. Look at that, and look at the design on the card, that cold and hot. That's what this is. So you're feeling more in this energy of detachment and cold and ice. Ice is coming to me. But this is about transcendence. Looking at the things that are different between you and this person, you and your lover, you and this other being. Might be a lover. It might be platonic. But for a lot of you, I'm seeing like heat, like sexual passion. Seeing the differences between you and this person and allowing that to actually unite you. You're good together because you are different. You might look past the goodness of what separates you and be like, there's no way that this relationship is good because it just makes me feel this type of way, or, this person is so, but divine is saying that there's actually a lot of goodness there, but you'll have to open up to it. This love relationship is meant to bring you closer to your higher self, to unite you with your higher self. That's what it's meant to do. Now, we've got, this card came out in reverse. So it's about thoughts that aren't serving you. I see a lot of depression here. I see a lot of regret. I see a lot of like running through the possibilities of something in your mind and trying to go through and tabulate and formulate and all of that stuff, trying to figure it out. And divine is saying, just slow down. Just slow down. Just take it 1 second at a time. We all talk about taking it one day at a time. Sometimes you got to break that down to like an hour or a minute. Sometimes it's a minute to minute basis, okay? But all of it is worth celebration because you're making it. You're here. And so the thoughts that are coming to your mind and that are invasive and that are hijacking your progress, you can purify them. Fire, connect with the element of fire to purify your energy, to purify your thoughts. Light a candle, gaze into it, and put those thoughts that have been coming to you, invading your energy, put them in the fire. And let that fire purify your mental energy and your intentions. You deserve to have intentions that will lead you to the place where you need to be. No more hijacking of your thoughts. No more hijacking of your emotions. You have free will and you create your reality. Remember this. Remember the power that you have over your thoughts. Also, with isolation, Divine is saying that your energy is kind of like the hermit. You have a very spiritual nature. So there are times in your life, even if you are an extrovert, I feel like you're an introvert, but even if you are an extrovert, there are times of introversion that you're going to go through. So you can just kind of rest and be comfortable with the idea of not always being up in the middle of the mix. That's okay. You don't have to be the life of the party. You don't have to put on that mask. You can be like, you know what? Not today. I'm not doing it. And not tomorrow either, because I don't want to. Sometimes it comes down to your well-being and what you're able to do, but sometimes it's just about what you want to do and what you don't want to do. And there are some things that you don't want to do that you should not do because you don't want to do them. That's reason enough. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. That's what's coming through. Let's see what Spirit is bringing through. Three of Wands. Yeah, it's about your courage, your willingness to move forward. You've learned so much, but this is about keeping those wheels turning and moving forward. You've learned the lessons. You've done the reflecting and the journaling and all of that. Now it's time to move forward. Transcend. Remember that transcendence card? What you're going through right now is so deep. And it's so beautiful. It's, oh, the sun. Okay. This sun card is really cool because it's like, it almost looks like the horizon upside down. And so the message that I love about that is that sometimes your happiness is disguised as something that you wouldn't want, or that you might feel fearful of. Sometimes your happiness or what's right for you right now doesn't feel like a celebration to you. It feels different. It feels odd. But trust it, because it's your sun. Trust that success is on its way to you. I'm trying to get the glare off. There we go. Success is on its way to you, no matter what package it's in. It might look different from how you originally expected this happiness to manifest in your life, but that's okay. Because your path is blessed no matter what. You've got the Emperor. This is about an energy that sticks close to you. It stays with you. It is steady. It's not going anywhere. It's stable. Knight of Cups. Somebody's making a return to you. And I feel like this is this Emperor energy. It is steady and it is happy. But it might look different than how you originally planned it to. It might look upside down. You know, it might look, I'm trying to get that. Okay, I hope you can see it. There we go. There we go. See? This happiness has taken a while to take effect. But it's here. But it looks different from how you originally anticipated that it would look like. It's different. But Divine said it's still good. It's still stable. It's still here for you. And it's divine. Look at that light shining down. It's divine. And it's making a return, you know. Somebody did you wrong. They didn't mean to. And I'm not making an excuse for them, but they didn't mean to. And they're learning now what they need to do to make things right. They're learning what they need to do to make things right. I'm going to pull from the Psychic Tarot. Firm foundation. This is that Emperor energy yet again. Moonology, root chakra, Ashe. It ain't going nowhere. Look at that. That's steady, firm, and strong. You got an Emperor. I like this card. I like this card. And you know, that's the thing about Lilith, is that she comes to us starting in our root chakra. That's her like home base, okay? In our root chakra. And then she raises up like the Kundalini serpent. And she finds her way throughout all our chakras. And Divine is saying that it's taken a while to build this foundation, but now you can build on top of it. You've been creating the foundation between you and this person. Now it's time to move forward, to build up. You've got the foundation. Now, what are you going to build on top of that? Is it going to be fear? Is it going to be some bullshit from the past? What is it going to be? What are you going to build on this foundation? You know, Spirit is bringing this through loud and clear with this Emperor energy. It's stable. It's steady. It doesn't look like you thought it would, but that's okay too. Because your person has had to learn a lot. Your person has been learning so much, and they're not always getting it right. Not making excuses, but they're not always getting it right. Okay, Five of Pentacles. Somebody was in the doghouse, and it's about bringing balance to that. Somebody felt isolated, put out. But there is potential for Nine of Pentacles here, Nine of Earth, where there's balance, there's abundance, and you're able to nurture yourself and nurture your dreams and nurture your goals. Don't let Five of Wands get in the way of what's right for you. There's feelings and emotions of other people around you that you've been picking up on it, and then you've said, you know, oh, maybe I shouldn't, or maybe I should, or don't let other people guide your judgment. Because your way is clear. Sacred knowledge, you are the high priestess. You know what's up. You know what's best for you. And you have the power of that Ankh to manifest exactly what's right for you. Structure, yes. Hierophant. Get in touch with your sacred knowledge. That's what you're doing right now. Good on you. Get in touch with your spiritual nature and connect with spirit, because that's the answer, and that's going to give you the structure that you need, the support that you need. This is about support. This is about nurturance. And this is about structure, where you don't box yourself in, but you give yourself requirements. Set goals for yourself. And if you don't make them one night or 2 nights or 2 days or 3 days in a row, that's okay. Whatever. Get back on it. Give yourself mercy. Give yourself grace. Because grace and mercy plus structure is a really good thing. I promise you. You're going to meet your goals. You're going to manifest more and more each day. And you're going to look back and be really proud of yourself, of what you've built, of what you've created. All right. I wish you peace. I wish you joy. And I wish you many blessings.